40 wins, 11 draws, 12 losses in 63 matches. None of the losses coming in the Europa League, as he did win the Europa League, the only manager to win the Europa League undefeated. Maurizio Sarri, as announced by Chelsea FC themselves on their website, and Juventus have officially announced the signing of Maurizio Sarri. I'm going to read the official statement on Chelsea's website. The two clubs have reached an agreement for the early termination of Sarri's contract with Chelsea FC, which had 2 years left to run on, and it's ending at his request, meaning he was the one that asked for the departure. He was the one that wanted to leave. Chelsea director Marina Granovskaya said, in talks we had following the Europa League final, Maurizio made it clear how strongly he desired to return to his native country, explaining that his reasons for wanting to return to work in Italy were significant, right? He also believed it was important to be nearer his family, and for the well-being of his elderly parents, he felt he needed to live closer to them at this point. So basically, like I said, it's basically a mutual consent. They left on good terms, as opposed to Conte, right? If you looked at the statement that they made when Conte left, it's totally different. So by reading that, I believe it's by mutual consent, and expect Lampard to be announced within the next week or so. You know how these things tend to drag out. I wouldn't be surprised if it will be like Friday or Monday of next week, maybe even 2 weeks from now. Hopefully, if I'm making an official predicament, I would say by the end of next week, meaning Friday, right? Or Monday, the next Monday. So, not this Monday coming up, but the next Monday after that. Within that time frame, expect Lampard to be announced. Also expect Willian to sign a 2-year contract, and also the news I made about Hudson-Odoi signing that contract, expect that to be announced as well. I'm pretty sure that they wanted to wait or figure out the managerial situation before they officially announced that. You know, and also there were reports that Hudson-Odoi did not want to play with Sarri, under Sarri, so maybe they're, you know, just waiting until Sarri officially leaves and then announcing it. But I guarantee you can expect a contract from Hudson-Odoi, a contract for Willian, and also a contract for Ruben Loftus-Cheek as well. So Willian's deal is a 2-year deal, and you know, obviously, like I said, guys, with this transfer ban, we can't let players go, right? It had to be either Pedro or Willian, right? If we did have to choose someone that had to go, because the only reason why I believe it would be Pedro over Willian to leave is because we rejected Barcelona twice when they bid 50 million plus a player for Willian, and we rejected it. So it would just be dumbfounding if they let Willian go. And I don't know, since Hazard is gone and Hudson-Odoi isn't going to be back as soon as you know, the season starts, he might be back around September. Of course, he's going to be training and trying to get fit around that time, but he won't be playing until around the end of September, early October, right? So and Ruben Loftus-Cheek expect him to be back around December, or starting to get training around December and officially playing around the time of January. So with Willian being on that left-hand side, I feel like he's going to probably have his best season at Chelsea so far. You know, he's never scored 10-plus goals in the Premier League. I expect him to meet that threshold at least. And we need our wingers to step up. We need everybody to step up because, you know, Hazard is gone. I'm hoping that we're going to play more of a team-based football. I'm going to do a video dedicated to how Lampard likes to set up his team. I expect personally that Kante and Jorginho is going to play on that pivot role. There's two defensive midfielders, right? Like I think they call it a 4-2-3-1. In games that we play against the Big Six, the top 6 teams, I expect us to play in the 4-2-3-1 formation, as he did that several times at Derby County. And also, you know, when we play against teams like your Burnleys that like to sit at the low block, right, have a low block and be defensive, I expect us to switch back to the 4-3-3. So we'll see, guys. I'm going to do a video dedicated on that once Lampard is officially announced, or 2 videos, how he's most likely going to set us up, and an official video to officially announce Ned Lampard as the manager. As you guys know very well, that Gianfranco Zola, he's also leaving, so that means that Lampard will be bringing Jody Morris when he's appointed as Chelsea manager. So that's great for us. I know that, you know, I love Franco Zola, right? He's a fantastic play. He was a fantastic player, a legend at the club. But it's a bit unfortunate because, you know, I want him to stay, but then again, you know, there's no role for him. I wouldn't expect him to take a lesser of a role if Lampard and Jody Morris were to come, and I don't expect Lampard to just dispatch Jody Morris for Zola. You know, when you become a manager, you want to hire your own staff, a staff that you trust, and you know, I did not expect Zola to stay. You know, it's a bit unfortunate, but I hope that, you know, in the future, maybe, you know, if Lampard doesn't stay long term, that we can hire Zola. I think that he's a very beloved coach, and you know, we didn't leave on bad terms. So hopefully, you know, he gets to stay or come back in some type of role, maybe even, you know, as an ambassador, or help with, or maybe, you know, if Czech decides to step down as a director of football, he can come into that director of football capacity, you know. But anyways, that's it, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and yeah, thank you, Maurizio. Off to Lampard, up to Chelsea, forever and always, and I'm out.